Hello Simmers and welcome back. Today we have another restricted renovation build. This one was a little bit trickier because it is a starter home to begin with, so EA didn't put a lot of stuff in it to begin with. But I tried to make it look better than what it started out with. But it is still going to be a starter home. I did move one of my families I already made into this house. I feel like they already have the house, but I don't know where it was, and if they did, I feel bad. I just know I remember making the family. They're like a Greek inspired family. I thought a lot about my big fat Greek wedding when I was making them, and I really liked it. The pairing. Or is that what that movie's called? The really famous one? Yeah, it has to be because they made like a sequel and stuff. But I realize every time I do this, I never explain what I'm doing except for in the first one. But basically, a restricted renovation is EA makes these weird houses and they follow some rule that we don't know, which is either they have an item limit or they have a budget limit. So the fairest way that Little Simsy came up with it, because she's basically the creator of this challenge, is that to put in an object in a build, you would have to delete an object in its place. So basically, you're making a build with the same amount of items or less, and then with a budget of the same amount or less. So basically, you can get a more expensive computer, but you would have to get rid of something that is either expensive, or you would have to get rid of a bunch of things that would cost up to that amount. But just in case you couldn't tell, this is a house in the neighborhood in the eco lifestyle. So it's one of the starter homes. I didn't change it all too much in size. I only did like one tile back from the back. And then I had to keep the backyard a little bit empty, but that's because I put it on a foundation and probably could have saved money by not having this staircase on the front and the back. But I just thought it looked really weird. Like the original house didn't have a foundation, but I don't know, that's weird to me. I don't know, I don't even know if I included toilet paper in this house, because usually I like to try to do it, but I don't think it does have it. But this house came out pretty reasonable. Like, I feel like this is a house like average everyday people would have. Like, I know it's on the smaller side, but I feel like I would have grown up in a house like this, and I've grown up in houses similar to this. So I thought it was a reasonable size. I like starter homes because to me they're more realistic, but I know a lot of people are from middle class, and I kind of grew up a little poorer than most. So maybe that's just me talking from a different experience from yours, but it's still okay. I had fun doing it. I actually had to change the fence and move it back a little bit because the fence was getting too expensive and I couldn't finish it. Like, if you see, the line kept going red, which means that you can literally not move it forward anymore because you have insufficient funds. So I actually went with the eco living fence because it's actually pretty cheap. I should have went with the more industrial type looking one, but it was for the outside, so I think it looked nice. There's not a lot of shrubbery, I'll be honest, for the yard, but I did get like hedges, so I think that's pretty standard for a house. And I actually had to change the columns too because the ones I was using were a little bit more expensive, so I downgraded them. And I don't think I have like a sufficient amount of windows. Like, I had to delete some in the place of some of the objects. So I count windows and doors as objects too. I just think it's fair enough. So if I wanted 10 doors and I only had 2 to begin with, that counts as objects. So I would have to get rid of something in the house. But most of the time you'll find yourself using less doors and windows, or you'll find a bigger window in a place of a smaller window, so it wouldn't even matter. But that's basically what I did. And then I got rid of some of the fencing from the backyard because the backyard's empty anyways, and I added a tree out front. I think the original house had a tree. I'm not sure. But I don't know. I think I stepped up to the plate on this one. I think it came out pretty nice. And the screenshots actually look decent. I was shocked because the house is kind of empty. But that's what I find with a lot of these challenges is that they come out kind of empty. You kind of get what EA has to go through because their houses are empty. But I still think I did a little bit better than them. I don't know. You'll decide that. But it's already uploaded on the gallery. It's Canal Corner. And you can see the clock tower right behind it. I took a couple of screenshots. There's no TV. I couldn't afford it. And I love eco lifestyle because all the furniture is cheap. But with that, we're going to end today's video. And I hope you like it and download it. And thank you guys. I hope you are staying safe and wearing your mask. And